season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baker going to throw this right away.
Dancing to his left. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, it's impossible to see the Raiders and Steelers in Pittsburgh and not think of our namesake, the late, great John Madden, and the Immaculate Reception game, which celebrated its 50th anniversary yesterday. It was December 22nd, 1972. So this game, a nice little nod from the schedule makers, no doubt. And the Raiders have gotten a little bit of revenge in recent years. They've won 4 out of 5 and have a 17-13 all-time advantage in the series.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, good save.
Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And he didn't get it.
Picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Mayfield with it once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight?
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Claypool with another catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Steelers at 1-13 now on the year. They come in losers in 2 straight. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21 all as they take over 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
19 seconds. It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. First and 10, here's Pickett. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Trace Claypool has won a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Mayfield now from the 50. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another try after the first down sack. Pickett, he's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air on first down with Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Slayton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear off.
And now here's another interception.
Oh, and I'm going to run that bitch back. And I'm going to run that bitch back. And I'm going to run that bitch back. Give me that shit with the pitch. With the motherfucking pitch.
And he will score.
Give me that shit. Clip that shit.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
That motherfucker was ready to go out of bounds, bro. I thought you had it, too. He broke on it pretty nice.
Now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but it hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Rolling to his left. And my goodness,
get the fuck out of here. Madden sucks, bro.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Tough one there.
Oh, got
First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Forced out to his left.
I couldn't get down. There's a fucking D lineman running, you damn bum.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his man. That's hard.
Oh, he caught me.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
First down, Mayfield. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, you fucking bum.
Target and incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Flush to his right.
Ooh, he's slow.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. The Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Olszewski now to return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
Oh.
Is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's Austin.
This game's terrible, bro.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
4th down, Mayfield. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 17 that time. That'll be good enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing.
Oh, come on, what the fuck?
This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some room to work. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Finds Pickens outright. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pickett sets up play action. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Pickett right back to the air again. Steps away. Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
Oh, you got me shit, man.
Touchdown.
Good play.
Chase Claypool from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Mayfield. My goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Safety.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7th. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett dancing to his left. And this one too low. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Mayfield being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot for Pickett. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can